Yo, what's happening? It's your boy Papa Duck. And before I say anything else, I always do this. Thank y'all so much for going to ubuntuapparel.com. As you see behind me, yes, I print these up myself. Thank y'all so much. This is how y'all helping me with this journey. If you're on YouTube, just go below. Go to the store. Grab you some off the store. And I just want to say thanks in advance. All the information will be in the description of this video, okay? ubuntuapparel.com. Now, this video may ruffle a few feathers, but we got to get it out there. I saw earlier where somebody was going back and forth about this 50-50 thing. Oh, I'm not gonna be with a man if he can't, if I gotta go 50-50 with a man. First of all, let me say this, right? The powers that be don't give a damn about your ignorance when it comes to you and your family, because you must understand they sought out to destroy your family. Back when Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and the boys was coming back, you know, the government wasn't supporting and backing them financially. It was black families. This is when they came in with COINTELPRO. This is when they came in with the man in the house law. Go look it up. You can Google this. Go Google the man in the house rule. The powers that be that we're all against, mainly the black families, they sought out to break up black families. And here you go saying, I'm not going to be with a man if he can't go 50-50. Well, let's break this down. All right. This shit going to make so much sense. Please pay attention, right? This is not to bash nobody, but I'm just finna get to show you just how crazy that sounds when you really know what we're all up against, right? First of all, this is not pertaining to women that do pull their weight, the ones that cook, clean, tend to the kids, take all the doctor notes, apartments, you know, the woman that does do their job. Because when a woman does do their job, a man don't have a problem with paying all the bills. Like I say, you shouldn't expect a man to pay the bills. You should want a man to pay the bills. There's a difference. But for those who feel as though just, oh, I look good, or, you know, you're not equating what this guy's bringing to the table as far as paying all the bills, and these is for those type of people, because those people are in a fairy tale. This is no disrespect, but you must understand, if the powers that be are out to destroy the black families, which they've done it through child support, they've done it through movies, through everything you see around you. Everything was geared towards splitting up the black families, and they've done a damn good job about it. Now they're pushing the narrative of, I'm not going 50-50 with this man. I'm not going 50-50 if he ain't. First of all, if that's the case, then that means the man that you're with is going to go up against you. He's going to go up against all the pressures outside of the house. And he's going to go up against the ones at the top that set all the rules for all of us. They got us all working and paying bills every 30 days for the rest of our lives. This guy's going to go up against all that. Second of all, it ain't about having money today or tomorrow. It's about having money well when you're long gone. The long game. Do you know how it is to maintain? Okay, say you go buy a house. You got a 30-year mortgage. You have to maintain your health for 30 years. And the food we eat is shitty, right? Everything, the medicine is shitty. Everything is out to go against you. That's why I say this video gonna make so much sense. Because everything and everybody is around you, the powers that be, from the top to the bottom, they are against your ass. And if the person you're with, you're not teaming up with them, y'all are more opponents than teammates. You're gonna lose. The man gonna lose. And this is why I say this is so important for you to understand this. You understand me? So for 30 years, you got to maintain finances, health. You got to maintain your relationship. You got to maintain the outside pressures. You got to maintain jealousy. You got to maintain temptation. It's a lot of shit that you're gonna have to maintain. And you saying you're not gonna pay bills with a man. I'm not gonna be with a man if he ain't paying all the bills, he ain't going 50-50. Bro, when you think about it and you look at all this, what I'm telling you, it don't make sense. There's no relationship that I would want to be a part if my significant other can't see me as we are teammates, not opponents. Because soon as that dude's money run dry, you're going to run right out the door with it. I've been living long enough, man. Can't nobody tell me. See, I'm the OG now, right? Thank the Most High, I've been living long enough. I've seen enough. I don't need you to tell me. I'm telling you, right? And when you get the right person that reciprocates what you bring to the table, you'll see a big difference. This is what a man would want to do for a woman. See, it's a lot of fairy tale people. It's a lot of fairy tale men out there. It's a lot of fairy tale women out there. So we're just talking about those, like I say, who really trying to do something, want something, and need the right information on this shit. You want to be with somebody who's going to reciprocate what it is you're putting up. So therefore, that man gonna want to take care of you. See, when a nigga want to take care of you, that's way more stronger than he need to. It's a lot of things people need to do and supposed to do. They don't do it for whatever reason. But when you get somebody, same way with a woman, when you get a woman that wants to do for you, right? And we're not talking about, oh, we could do for a man, he's still gonna mess over you, or a man can do for a woman, they still gonna mess over you. We're not talking about them people. See, that's another problem we have. We celebrate failure. We're talking about the ones that have been together from day one. They still intact. They got their one house. They got their family. They take family trips. They fill the scrapbooks with memories and pictures. We never celebrate them, right? And this is no disrespect when I say this. You'll see the mother. She'll have on, 2, 3 kids. All of them got on the pajamas. They taking, Christmas pictures, and they doing this. And it seems to be as that's a strong, independent woman. That's a failed situation, however you want to put it. We normalize that type of shit. No disrespect to a woman taking care of their children. No disrespect to a man taking care of his children. But we normalize failure. And the ones who are still together, been together, done pushed through all the naysayers and the family had to say this, and they pushed through everything, and they still together. Where they trophies at? Where they flowers at? This shit just like playing baseball. Hit the ball, boom, you run to first base and get halfway to second, and we celebrate that shit. We don't celebrate the ones that go first, second base, first base, second base, third base, home. We don't celebrate them. The ones who've been together, still together, and staying together. We celebrate the ones who have failed situation for whatever reason. For whatever reason, it didn't work. Failed situation, right? So I'm just keeping it real, bro. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm just gonna keep it a buck, you know what I'm saying? We have to start really using common sense, bro. I wouldn't want to be with nobody who would want to put everything on me. The weight of the world. Some men are fortunate to be rich. Some men are fortunate to have resources. Not all men and women are like that. To me, people don't live based off the resources they have, the things they can do. Trying to look at these people, everybody putting their highlights online. They don't never show you when they end up crying, or when they broke, or when they going through something. Everybody smiling and having fun. That's fantasy. The algorithm gonna push this on you and make you think, damn, she doing good, because she always taking these pictures and getting dressed and makeup, or he always showing his money. He always in his cars. Let me tell y'all something. This is what I learned. People who really got it, they don't care to show it. The richest people I know, you will never know they rich. So why is it that you always trying to use these trinkets and these flashy shit to convince you to do something? Ain't that what the devil do? That's why I say just use common sense. Another thing is the world we live in ain't relationship friendly. Everything's so accessible. Today's women ain't yesterday's women. Today's men ain't yesterday's men. I always say this, when in the 30s and the 40s, all we had was family. That's all we had. So the man took the son, and they went out, they plowed, they brought food home while the mama and the daughter stayed home. They cooked, they cleaned. Fast forward today, today's women ain't yesterday's women. Today's men ain't yesterday's men. In the environment that you're in, you ain't got nothing to do with it. You ain't built nothing. You ain't had nothing to say with it. You ain't had no say so on these movies they put on TV that puts women and men in a fucked up light. You ain't had nothing to do with nothing. You were being programmed this whole ride, your whole life. You've been programmed. If you ask yourself, who told you to do the shit you do? You couldn't even probably say. because you don't understand what television does. You don't understand what media and propaganda does to the brain. If they wanted women to just rely on their butt and their titties and their looks, they know how to do it, which they've done. You can go to Facebook right now or Instagram. If you scroll through 20 people's pictures out of 20, I guarantee at least over half of them 20, you're going to see a woman taking a picture showing her ass. Her ass is going to be pointed to the camera. That's not a coincidence. That's a conditioning. We don't have culture. Culture is what wraps things together. Culture is what the ancestors did in order to keep us aligned, right? Keep us covered up. Keep us not breaking rules. This is what culture does. Culture is the lines in the road. If the road didn't have lines, you'll be all over the fucking road. But those lines are there to keep you in line. So when they took our culture and replaced it with this Western world bullshit that has an agenda attached, all black women showing their ass, we're going to promote that. That's what propaganda and heavy promotion does, through music, through TV, through radio. So now you thinking you got to have a fat ass in order to be accepted. You got to have these titties and all this to be accepted. Who told you that? So what I'm saying is this, bro. We're living in an environment that's going to promote promiscuous acts, that's going to promote whorish women or whorish activity or over sexualizing everything, and makes it seem that if you ain't this, you ain't that, then you ain't gonna get talked about, you ain't gonna get no attention. But the women who hold themselves as women, the ones who don't be showing themselves all the time, the ones who know how to reserve themselves for that special person, the ones who can turn down them trips and reserve them trips for her husband or somebody she really want to go with instead of just going. Same thing with men. They will reserve paying for trips or going with somebody they just having a little fling with and say that for their wife. You know what I'm saying? This just ain't the times right now. Everybody partying and having a good time. So when you speak of the godly things that God said we should do and this and that, and when I say this, I don't want this to go over your head, but God ain't in control of what these folks do to us. If that was the case, you don't think God could say that ain't right and change it? See, you so stuck on this, God gonna come change it, when you should be changing it yourself. See, the people who running this motherfucker, they know. Them niggas think God gonna come and fall out of the sky. He ain't came yet, but we gonna keep telling them that while we keep running and controlling everything. While we keep putting them under this negative light, right? And they still waiting. They still waiting. And we even told them they gotta die before they can get heaven. When they getting their heaven right now on earth. Christianity is the only religion where you gotta die to go to heaven or to receive heavenly things. Man, we've been so fucked up so long. The smallest thing we get, we think that's the end all be all. That's the best. Well, it ain't all that, but you know, God gonna go. Man, come on, bro. Man, you locked in box, man. And people don't like when I talk about that, but bro, this is my one only life, man. I will not lie to you, and don't lie to yourself. If what I'm saying is wrong, then you tell me. Because the same people that put you in this environment, that got our women thinking the way they thinking, got men thinking the way they think, our children thinking the way they think. These the same people that gave you religion. You know that, right? I don't know now nigga that got a print press that can print books. Where who owns the copyrights to the Bible? I told y'all who do. The crown, the royal families, Queen Elizabeth. Come on, man. Y'all better open. I told y'all we are the 2025 peasants. No resources, no real education, no lack of, we got no real education. You know what I'm saying? No resources, no money. You know what I'm saying? We just filled with belief systems that never work, they never gonna work. Hope this ain't go over y'all head. But it's your boy Papa Duck. So when you say I ain't going 50-50 with a man, just know, as a man, just know you're more so likely going to be dating an opponent. Unless she's doing everything on her end as a woman to equate with what you're doing. But if all you feel as though is, if you got a female and you know she just said, I'm a woman, you a man, should pay all the bills and this and that, you got an opponent. Cause as soon as your money run low, she going right behind it. I've been living long enough, bro. A real woman, you gonna know. A real woman, you gonna ask, or you gonna do for her. Not because she got a vagina between her legs, but because of how she acts and what she does and how she, preserve herself. You'll know. Feelings can't lie. Feelings not set up to lie. Right? Feelings can't lie. Remember that. So if you got a female that's doing everything she's supposed to do up to your likings, and you're going to know if it's her or not because you're going to want to do for her. I'm a man. Like I tell women, you can't tell me shit about a man. Just like I can't tell you shit about a woman. So pay attention. When a man wants to do for you, when he literally wants to do for you, not because you got a fat ass or not because you got a vagina or not because of, but he wants to do for you, you got yourself something. Rule of thumb. And remember, today's people ain't yesterday's people. That go for men and women. We got to stop trying to live these biblical times in current times. Like the things they did then, like you got to watch out for tradition. The world ain't the same. It's a total different world now, boy. So with that being said, hope I ain't go over nobody's head. And if it did, it is what we grown, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I love y'all, and I'm just telling you, when you, depending on how old you are, you may take this message a certain way, but as you getting older, you start to realize shit. You know, when you get out of those stages where you can't do the stuff you used to do. You're not a jitterbug no more. You got kids. Your kids getting older. You start looking at life totally different. So I don't expect for a young person to understand totally what I'm saying. But for those who do know, they know. They've been through enough shit, just like I've been through enough shit. They know. They know. They know. It's your boy Papa Duck, man. Put your comments on the bottom of this video. And like I tell you all the time, in order for you to be found, you must first be lost. Oh boy.